Breaking alert from South China Sea, U.S. carrier strike group. Multiple submarine contacts, Chinese wolf pack, coordinated ambush. This is happening now. It's 2:47 a.m. local time. USS Abraham Lincoln CVN-72, nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, 97,000 tons, 75 aircraft aboard, 5,000 sailors, transiting international waters, standard patrol route, freedom of navigation operation, then sonar contact detected. Submarine, bearing 090, range 12,000 yards, contact classified diesel-electric, Chinese type 039A Yuan class. Quiet, advanced, dangerous. But one submarine isn't unusual. Chinese Navy operates dozens in these waters. Monitoring is expected, shadowing is routine. Then second contact appears. At 2:53 a.m., another submarine detected. Different bearing. 270 degrees, range 14,000 yards. Also diesel-electric, also Chinese, also positioned deliberately. This isn't coincidence. This is coordination. Navy alert monitoring this developing situation, real-time updates, breaking coverage, underwater warfare unfolding, silent service suddenly very loud. The carrier's sonar operators intensify search, active sonar pinging, passive hydrophones listening, towed array sensors deployed. They're looking for more contacts, looking for the pattern, looking for the trap. Years of training kicking in, muscle memory, professional response, but tension mounting. Something unusual happening tonight. Third submarine contact, bearing 180, directly behind carrier group. Range 10,000 yards, 3 submarines now. Triangle formation, encirclement from below. This is Wolfpack tactics, Soviet doctrine, Chinese adaptation, coordinated attack positioning. The geometry tells the story. This is planned, this is deliberate, this is message being sent. Should carrier groups operate in contested waters? Comment Y or N. USS Abraham Lincoln commands full carrier strike group, 3 Arleigh Burke destroyers, USS Sterett DDG-104, USS Dewey DDG-105, USS Spruance DDG-111, 1 Ticonderoga cruiser, USS Mobile Bay CG-53, 2 Los Angeles-class attack submarines below, USS Asheville SSN-758, USS Jefferson City SSN-759, complete battle group. Massive firepower, advanced sensors, layered defense, but submarines are equalizers, force multipliers, asymmetric threat that makes even carriers vulnerable. At 3:01 a.m., fourth contact emerges, bearing 045, range 11,000 yards, 4 Chinese submarines now confirmed, all diesel-electric, all running quiet, all positioned for maximum tactical advantage. This is coordinated hunter-killer operation, pack mentality, wolf pack doctrine executed perfectly, textbook ambush, except textbook is now reality. The Lincoln's Combat Information Center becomes hive of activity. Officers plotting contacts, enlisted sailors manning stations, computer screens glowing, radar sweeps continuous, communications flowing, captain on bridge, admiral in flag plot, command structure engaged, decision-making accelerated. This is what carriers train for, what crews prepare for. Real-world crisis, live threat, no second chances. Fifth submarine contact, bearing 315, range 13,000 yards, 5 Chinese submarines total, complete encirclement, north, south, east, west, northwest, Pentagon formation, tactical positioning. This isn't harassment. This is simulated attack profile, war game scenario, except it's real, it's happening right now in international waters, where American carrier has every right to be. Hit like if you support our carrier strike groups. The Lincoln goes to battle stations. General quarters sounded, alarm klaxons blaring throughout ship, all hands to combat positions, watertight doors sealed, damage control teams ready, flight deck secures aircraft, chains tightened, tie-downs checked, below decks, weapons systems arm, magazine doors open, missiles ready. This is not drill. This is real-world threat. 5 hostile submarines surrounding American carrier, 97,000 tons of warship, 90 nuclear warheads aboard aircraft, 5,000 American sailors, all at risk. Carrier Strike Group anti-submarine warfare assets deploy immediately. MH-60R Seahawk helicopters launch from destroyers, rotors spinning up, crews running, dipping sonar equipment checked, sonobuoys loaded, torpedoes armed, 4 helicopters airborne within 8 minutes. Professional response, trained precision. They race to contacts, dipping sonar lowered into water, acoustic sensors listening, sonobuoys dropped in pattern, creating acoustic fence, triangulating submarine positions, marking each contact, tracking every movement, building tactical picture. P-8 Poseidon maritime patrol aircraft scrambled from nearest land base 800 miles away. Philippines Clark Air Base. Alert crew responds within minutes. Engines start, pre-flight abbreviated, emergency launch authorized. The Poseidon is submarine hunter, packed with sensors, torpedoes, depth charges, acoustic processors, advanced detection systems. It races toward carrier group. Maximum speed, 450 knots, estimated arrival, 90 minutes. Too long, but fastest possible. Update, Indo-Pacific Command alerted. Pearl Harbor headquarters. Admiral briefed. Pentagon monitoring. Situation room activated. Joint Chiefs notified. National Security Council aware. This is major incident. 5 submarines against carrier group. Unprecedented Chinese aggression. Coordinated operation. Planned ambush. Strategic message being sent. Testing American response, measuring resolve. Gathering intelligence on procedures. At 3:18 a.m., sonar operators detect new acoustic signature, torpedo tube doors opening, Chinese submarine preparing weapons. Which submarine? Multiple contacts complicate identification. Acoustic bearing suggests northern contact, type 039A. Range 11,000 yards. Tube doors open doesn't mean launch imminent, but it means capability demonstrated. Threat made real, message sent. We can attack, we are ready, your move, America. How many torpedoes can one submarine carry? A, 6 torpedoes, B, 18 torpedoes, C, 24 torpedoes. American submarines respond. USS Asheville and USS Jefferson City maneuver into counterattack positions. Silent running, battery power only, moving like ghosts, targeting solutions calculated, fire control systems locked, torpedo tubes flooded, outer doors open, ready to fire, weapons at ready. If Chinese launch, American response immediate. Simultaneous counter-launch, mutual assured destruction, underwater Mexican standoff. Nobody wants to pull trigger, but everybody ready. Fingers on buttons, waiting, watching, breathing shallow. Navy alert sources confirm Chinese submarines using advanced quieting technology, anechoic coating, sound-absorbing tiles covering hull, reduced machinery noise, isolated equipment, acoustic stealth, makes detection difficult, tracking challenging. These aren't export model submarines sold to Pakistan or Bangladesh. These are frontline plan assets. Best China has, most capable boats, crew elite, training extensive, deployed for maximum effect, maximum pressure, maximum message. The carrier maintains course initially, speed 15 knots, heading unchanged, showing no fear, no deviation. American resolve on display. We don't alter course under pressure. We don't retreat from threats. We maintain operations regardless of harassment. But tactically, carrier is vulnerable. Submarines below have advantage. Diesel-electric boats can sit silent, battery power only, no engine noise, no machinery sounds, nearly undetectable, waiting, listening, hunting, patient predators, time on their side initially. At 3:34 a.m., carrier group commander makes decision. Alter course, not retreat, not withdrawal, tactical repositioning, strategic adjustment, move towards shallower water, submarine operations more difficult in shallow seas, less maneuvering room, easier detection, sound propagation changes, acoustic conditions different, physics favor surface ships, Depth becomes enemy of submarines. Tactical calculation, force Chinese decision, make them choose, follow or withdraw, commit or retreat. The strike group turns northeast. Coordinated maneuver, all ships together, destroyers maintaining screen, cruiser protecting carrier, course heading 045, heading toward Philippine territorial waters. International law allows innocent passage. Shallow continental shelf ahead, 200-meter depth, 150 in places. Submarines lose advantage, must surface or withdraw, tactical calculation, force Chinese decision, checkmate developing. Is Chinese submarine threat growing? Comment yes or no. Chinese submarines shadow the movement, maintaining positions relative to carrier group, adjusting formation, staying in contact. They're not attacking, not breaking off, just maintaining pressure, demonstrating capability, showing coordination, proving they can track carrier, can maintain formation, can execute complex operations. This is what modern warfare looks like: below threshold of combat, above threshold of peace, gray zone, ambiguous, dangerous, deliberate. By 4:15 a.m., P-8 Poseidon arrives overhead, immediately begins magnetic anomaly detection passes. Mad boom extended behind aircraft, flying low patterns 200 feet above water, searching for submarine magnetic signatures. Metal hulls disturb Earth's magnetic field, detectable, measurable. Each pass narrows location, refines targeting data, makes Chinese submarines more vulnerable. They know aircraft overhead, no detection improving, pressure mounting on them now. Additional sonobuoys deployed, pattern expanding, 72 buoys in water now, passive acoustic network, listening grid, every submarine movement tracked, every noise cataloged, propeller cavitation, machinery sounds, hull creaks, everything recorded, intelligence goldmine, recording acoustic signatures, learning Chinese submarine characteristics, propeller designs, engine types, operational patterns, crew procedures, communication methods. Everything matters for future encounters. Every second gathering data worth millions in intelligence value. If you want breaking naval news, type Navy alert below. At 4:47 a.m., one Chinese submarine breaks formation, southern contact bearing 180, pulling away, opening range, 15,000 yards, 18,000, 20,000, leaving operational area, first crack in Chinese resolve, 5-hour standoff wearing on them too. Diesel-electric submarines have limited submerged endurance, battery power depletes, 72 hours maximum, usually less at combat speeds, must surface or snorkel eventually, must recharge batteries, must expose themselves. Time favors Americans. Nuclear carrier never needs refueling, can operate indefinitely. Diesel submarines cannot. Second submarine withdraws at 5:12 a.m., western contact bearing 270, also increasing range, breaking off, heading west, back toward Hainan Island. Chinese submarine base, 2 submarines gone, 3 remain, pressure reducing, threat diminishing, carrier group breathing easier, but still dangerous. 3 submarines still enough for catastrophic attack, still enough torpedoes to cripple carrier, still lethal, still watching, still capable. The carrier strike group continues northeast, approaching shallow water, depth under keel decreasing, 400 meters, 300, 200, submarine operating environment degrading rapidly, acoustic conditions terrible, bottom bounce, shallow water reverb, sound channels collapsed, sonar effectiveness reduced for submarines, improved for surface ships. Chinese boats must decide, follow into shallows, risk grounding, risk detection, or break off, preserve operational security, tactical dilemma, no good options remaining. Third Chinese submarine withdraws at 5:38 a.m., northern contact, range opening rapidly, heading back toward Chinese territorial waters, South China Sea, disputed islands, artificial bases. Only 2 submarines remain now, eastern and northwestern contacts, still shadowing, still tracking, But formation broken, coordinated attack capability lost, wolf pack dissolved, individual hunters only. Threat level dropping, but not eliminated. Never eliminated. Submarines always dangerous, always lethal, always respect the threat. How will this underwater standoff end? Comment your prediction. By 6 a.m., sun rising, darkness lifting, dawn breaking, visual conditions improving, submarine advantage further reduced, daylight favors aircraft, sensors, detection systems, thermal imaging, visual identification, periscope detection, surface wake spotting, everything easier in daylight. P-8 Poseidon maintains continuous coverage, fuel remaining, can stay on station, MH-60R helicopters rotate, fresh crews, full fuel loads, relief helicopters launching, persistent surveillance, Chinese submarines can't hide anymore, can't maneuver unseen, detection constant, tracking continuous, pressure relentless. Fourth submarine breaks off at 6:23 a.m., northwestern contact heading west, accelerating, heading back to Hainan Island. Yulin Naval Base, Chinese submarine headquarters, underground pens, secure facilities, only one contact remains. Eastern submarine still paralleling carrier group, maintaining pressure, refusing to concede. Final holdout, most determined or most committed, or lowest battery. Reason unclear, but still there, still tracking, still presenting threat profile. The carrier group reaches shallow continental shelf, 150-meter depth, 120 in places, unsuitable for safe submarine operations, risk of grounding, risk of detection, risk of damage. The final Chinese submarine must surface soon or risk grounding. No tactical advantage remaining, only symbolic presence, making point, showing determination, refusing to appear intimidated, national pride, operational commitment, whatever motivation, still there, still watching. At 6:51 a.m., final submarine contact fades. Either withdrew at maximum quiet, ultra-silent running, battery power only, or surfaced beyond sensor range. Acoustic contact lost. 7-hour underwater confrontation concluded. 5 Chinese submarines. 1 American carrier strike group. Coordinated wolf pack professional response. Nobody fired, nobody died, nobody retreated under direct pressure. Complex outcome. Both sides claim success. Both have evidence. Truth somewhere between narratives. Pentagon analysis begins immediately. War room sessions, intelligence debrief, tactical review. How did Chinese coordinate 5 submarines? What intelligence enabled positioning? Communication methods used underwater? Were there more submarines undetected? 6? 7? More? Questions multiply, answers needed urgently. Future carrier operations depend on understanding today, learning lessons, adapting procedures, improving responses, evolution through experience. This incident reveals Chinese anti-access area denial strategy, A280 doctrine, military theory, strategic reality, use submarines to threaten American carriers, make South China Sea too dangerous for U.S. operations, increase risk, raise costs, force withdrawal through persistent pressure, avoid direct combat but demonstrate capability, strategic patience, long-term thinking, incremental pressure, salami slicing tactics, never enough for war, always enough for concern. American response adapts continuously. More anti-submarine warfare assets needed. Budget requests, procurement priorities, additional P-8 Poseidons ordered, more attack submarines authorized, improved sensors developed, better coordination practiced, counter-strategy development, staff college seminars, doctrine updates, training evolution, action and reaction, innovation cycle, move and counter-move. The underwater arms race accelerates, neither side stopping, both sides investing. Technology and training, hardware and humans. Technology determines outcomes ultimately. Chinese submarines improving yearly, quieter designs, more capable systems, longer range operations, better weapons, faster speeds. American detection systems advancing too. New sonobuoy designs, improved signal processing, artificial intelligence analysis, machine learning pattern recognition, quantum sensing research, constant evolution. Whoever innovates faster gains advantage, temporary advantage, then opponent adapts. Cycle continues forever probably. Commercial satellite imagery later shows Chinese submarine base activity unusual patterns days before encounter. Multiple boats departed over 72 hours. Coordinated deployment, staggered timing, planned operation carefully, not spontaneous, not reactive. This was deliberate demonstration, carefully orchestrated, politically approved, strategically significant. Message from Beijing through submarines to Washington. We can threaten your carriers. We can coordinate complex operations. We are peer competitor now. Respect us or face consequences. Regional allies watch nervously from sidelines. Japan monitoring. South Korea concerned. Taiwan calculating. Philippines worried. If China can threaten American carrier, what about smaller navies? What about invasion scenarios? What about Taiwan contingency? If carrier vulnerable, what hope for destroyers? For frigates? For Coast Guard cutters? Every submarine represents hundreds of ships threatened potentially. Asymmetric warfare at strategic scale. Small boats, big effects, few weapons, massive leverage. Final status: 7-hour underwater standoff. 5 Chinese submarines engaged American carrier strike group. Coordinated Wolfpack tactics, professional execution both sides, no shots fired, no casualties, 0 damage. Chinese submarines gradually withdrew. Carrier continued mission, completed patrol. Professional response prevented escalation. Crisis management worked, restraint demonstrated, but threat demonstrated too. Message sent clearly. Message received certainly. Strategic reality revealed. Underwater dimension matters. Submarines count. China capable. America challenged. Future uncertain. The answer? B. Modern attack submarines carry 18 torpedoes typically, some configurations up to 24. Mix of wire-guided and autonomous, active and passive homing. Each submarine represented enough firepower to cripple carrier, damage flight deck, flood compartments, kill sailors. 5 submarines meant 90 torpedoes potential. Overwhelming attack capability theoretically. Only restraint prevented catastrophe. Only professionalism avoided war. Only discipline maintained peace. This time anyway. Should Navy increase anti-submarine warfare investment? Will Chinese submarine tactics escalate further? Can carriers survive future Wolfpack attacks? Hit like if you want real-time underwater warfare coverage. Subscribe to Navy Alert, where maritime news breaks first, global naval operations, real-time reporting, expert analysis, underwater warfare, surface combat, carrier operations, everything maritime. This is what we do. This is why you need us. This is Navy Alert, real-time naval news, breaking coverage, where maritime security matters.